bro. It was for show, just so you know. We just want to get
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Running left, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. They'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Barry, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
play clock at 4. We're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Joseph. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Second and 13. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A quick throw caught by Godwin.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the counter, it's Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Joseph. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On first down, it's Barry, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
This will be caught inside the 10. From the gun, Joseph. He's going to flip around here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Joseph. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morrison. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Joseph over the middle here to Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Joseph. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Noah Fant. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Second and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Joseph. This is the tight end Fant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Joseph. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Barry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check back,
Operating from the gun. Joseph. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Pat Surtain. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Joseph trucks over it, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, it's Barry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Joseph. He finds his man. Complete. That's Riley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Buried. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Joseph. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The point after is good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Back 60.
To throw on second down, Joseph eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. They've got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Joseph escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Berry, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Barry, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 42 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.